Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Washington quarter dollars, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar 1992 with the P mint mark. At first glance, it looks like just another quarter. You might even have one sitting in your pocket right now. But coin lovers know something important. Sometimes the most common-looking coins hide the most surprising stories. The Washington Quarter Series began in 1932 to honor President George Washington. By 1992, the design still featured the powerful left-facing portrait of George Washington on the obverse, originally designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, you see the classic eagle design that was used before the state quarters program began in 1999. Now let's talk about that small but powerful letter, the P mint mark. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, officially known as the United States Mint at Philadelphia. For many years, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark at all. But by 1992, the P mint mark had become standard on quarters. This small letter confirms its origin, and collectors always check it carefully. In 1992, the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these quarters. Because of that high mintage, most circulated examples are very common and only worth face value. But here's where things get interesting. Condition is everything. If you find a 1992 P quarter in heavily circulated condition, it is usually worth just 25 cents. However, if you discover one in brilliant uncirculated condition with strong luster, sharp details, and no wear, its value can increase significantly. Collectors especially search for coins graded mint state 65 or higher. These high-grade coins are much harder to find because most quarters entered circulation quickly and picked up scratches, contact marks, and dull surfaces. Now let's talk about errors, because errors create excitement. Some 1992 P Washington quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes. Others show double die characteristics, where parts of the design appear slightly doubled due to a die misalignment during production. There are also coins with clipped planchets or striking issues that make them unique. These types of mint errors transform an ordinary quarter into a collectible treasure. Error collectors are always watching for sharp doubling on the lettering, unusual thickness in the design, or misaligned strikes. Another important detail for 1992 is the proof coin issue. Although proof coins were produced in San Francisco, collectors often compare proof quality to regular Philadelphia strikes to understand the difference in sharpness and mirror-like surfaces. So what is the real market value? In circulated condition, a 1992 P Washington quarter is worth face value, 25 cents. In uncirculated condition, high-quality examples typically sell for around $5 to $15 depending on grade. In certified mint state 67 condition, auction prices have reached around $100 to $200. And if the coin has a strong, dramatic mint error, auction results can range from several $100s depending on the rarity and demand. The lesson here is simple. Never underestimate modern coins. Even a quarter from the early 1990s can become valuable if it has exceptional condition or a rare mint error. Coin collecting is not just about old silver coins. It is about knowledge, patience, and sharp eyes. So before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. Check the mint mark. Study the details. You never know what you might discover. If you enjoyed learning about the 1992 P Washington quarter and want more hidden coin values revealed, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin story. Coin lovers, keep searching, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Top 2. The United States of America Washington quarter 1981 with the P mint mark. If you think it's just another 25-cent piece, think again. Coin collectors know that even coins from the 1980s can hide surprises that make them valuable and exciting. The Washington Quarter Series has been around since 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. By 1981, the familiar left-facing portrait of Washington was still on the obverse, surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America and Liberty. On the reverse, you see the bold eagle design, holding arrows and olive branches, a symbol of strength and peace. Now, let's talk about that all-important letter, the P mint mark. The P stands for Philadelphia, the birthplace of many of America's most famous coins. By 1981, Philadelphia had fully adopted the P mint mark on quarters, making it easy to identify its origin. Collectors always pay attention to this detail because certain mint marks can dramatically affect a coin's value. The 1981p Washington quarter is common in circulated condition. Millions were minted, and most coins spent years in everyday use. That means scratches, wear, and dull surfaces are typical. But here's where it gets interesting. Collectors search for coins in pristine condition, also called uncirculated or mint state. These coins, with sharp details and brilliant surfaces, are much rarer than you might think. Errors make coins even more exciting. Some 1981p quarters have been discovered with minor minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or weakly struck details. While these errors might seem small, they make a coin one of a kind, instantly increasing its value for collectors. Coins with dramatic doubling on the lettering or unusual planchet issues can command hundreds of dollars at auction. So what is the real market value? In circulated condition, a 1981p quarter is usually worth face value, 25 cents. In uncirculated condition, high-quality examples can fetch around $5 to $15 depending on grade. Coins graded mint state 67 or higher can sell at auctions for around $50 to $100. And coins with notable mint errors, depending on rarity and demand, they can reach several $100s. The key takeaway here is simple. Even coins that seem ordinary, like a 1981p Washington quarter, can become collectible treasures if you know what to look for. High-grade condition, mint errors, and sharp details are what set a coin apart. So next time you find a quarter in your change, take a closer look. Examine the mint mark, check for unusual details, and you could be holding a valuable piece of history in your hand. If you enjoyed discovering the hidden value of the 1981p Washington quarter, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin story. Coin collectors, keep searching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 3. The United States of America Washington quarter 1965 with no mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary 25-cent piece, but for coin collectors, this coin can be surprisingly interesting. The Washington quarter series started in 1932 to honor President George Washington, and by 1965 it had become a familiar part of everyday American life. On the obverse, you see the classic left-facing portrait of Washington, strong and dignified, surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America and Liberty. On the reverse, the bold eagle clutching arrows and olive branches reminds us of the nation's strength and desire for peace. Now, here's a key detail, the missing mint mark. In 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped placing mint marks on quarters. This means that every quarter from 1965 onward looks the same whether it came from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This was part of a broader move to save copper and nickel for coin production and simplify minting. For collectors, the lack of a mint mark is a defining feature of this coin. Because millions of 1965 quarters were minted for circulation, most are extremely common. Circulated examples with normal wear are usually worth just face value, 25 cents. But condition is everything. Coins in uncirculated condition with sharp details and brilliant surfaces are much rarer. Collectors prize these high-grade coins because they showcase the design perfectly. Another interesting aspect of 1965 quarters is the errors and variations. Some coins show weak strikes, double die features, or planchet flaws. Even small errors like misaligned dies or unusual toning can make a coin stand out and increase its value significantly. Error coins from this year are sought after by specialized collectors who love the challenge of spotting unique pieces in everyday changed. So what is the real market value? Circulated 1965 no mint mark quarters are usually worth face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated coins in high grades can sell for around $5 to $10. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher at auctions can fetch $20 to $50. And rare error coins. Depending on the rarity and type of error, they can reach hundreds of dollars in collector markets. The lesson here is simple. Don't overlook modern coins. Even something as common as a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark can become collectible if it has excellent condition or a rare error. Coin collecting is all about patience, observation, and knowledge. And every coin has a story to tell, so next time you grab a quarter from your pocket, take a closer look. Examine the details, check the surface, and appreciate the history behind it. You never know what treasure you might find out. If you enjoyed learning about the 1965 no mint mark Washington quarter, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin story. Coin lovers, keep searching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 4. The United States of America Washington quarter 1996 with the D mint mark. You might see this coin every day in your pocket change, but if you look closely, there's more than meets the eye. The Washington quarter series has been around since 1932, celebrating President George Washington. By 1996, the classic left-facing portrait of Washington still graced the obverse of the coin, surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America and Liberty. On the reverse, the iconic eagle design remains a symbol of strength and peace, a design that collectors have admired for decades. Now, let's talk about the D mint mark. The D stands for Denver, one of the United States Mint's major production facilities. Coins with this mint mark are produced in large numbers, but the mint mark tells collectors exactly where the coin came from, an essential detail when evaluating rarity and value. The 1996 D Washington quarter had a very high mintage, with hundreds of millions produced, so most circulated coins are common and worth only face value, 25 cents. But here's where things get exciting. Condition makes all the difference. Uncirculated coins with strong luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear are far rarer than you might think. These high-grade examples are sought after by collectors and can fetch higher prices. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher are especially prized. Errors and unique variations add another layer of excitement. Some 1996 D quarters have been discovered with die cracks, double dies, or slightly off-center strikes. Even subtle errors like weak strikes or unusual planchet anomalies can make a coin collectible. Error coins are always in demand because each one is unique. A one-of-a-kind story frozen in metal. So what is the real market value? Circulated 1996 D Washington quarters are usually worth face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated examples in high grades typically sell for around $5 to $10. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher can fetch $20 to $50 at auction. Coins with significant mint errors or unusual variations can reach over $100, depending on rarity and collector interest. The takeaway here is simple. Even modern quarters like the 1996 D Washington quarter can become collectible treasures if you know what to look for. High-quality condition, mint errors, and sharp details are the keys to spotting value. So next time you pull a quarter from your wallet, take a moment to inspect it closely. Check the mint mark, study the details, and you might just discover a hidden gem. If you enjoyed exploring the 1996 D Washington quarter and want more insights into hidden coin values, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin story. Coin collectors, keep searching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 5. The United States of America Washington quarter 1998 with the P mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another 25-cent piece, but collectors know that even modern coins can hold surprises. The Washington quarter series has been honoring President George Washington since 1932. By 1998, the classic left-facing portrait of Washington still graced the obverse, surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America and Liberty. On the reverse, the bold eagle design symbolizes strength and peace, a design that collectors have admired for decades. Now, let's focus on the P mint mark. The P stands for Philadelphia, one of America's most historic mints. In 1998, Philadelphia coins carried this mint mark to indicate their origin. While it might seem like a small letter, it's crucial for collectors. Coins from different mints can vary slightly in design, production quality, and rarity, and these details can impact value. The 1998 P Washington quarter had a very high mintage, meaning most coins circulated widely and are common today. In circulated condition, this quarter is usually worth just face value, 25 cents. But collectors are always searching for coins in uncirculated condition. These high-grade examples with sharp details and brilliant surfaces are far rarer and more desirable. Errors and unique varieties add excitement for collectors. Some 1998 P quarters have been found with double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet errors. Even small flaws, like weak strikes or die cracks, make a coin unique and can significantly increase its value. Error coins are especially prized because each one tells a story of the minting process. A tiny imperfection that transforms an ordinary coin into a collectible treasured SO. What's the real market value? Circulated 1998 p Washington quarters are usually worth face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated coins in high grades typically sell for around $5 to $10. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher can reach $20 to $50 at auctions. Coins with notable mint errors or unusual varieties can fetch over $100, depending on rarity and collector demand. The key lesson is this: never underestimate modern coins. Even a quarter from 1998 can become a collectible gem if it has exceptional condition or a rare minting error. Coin collecting is about patience, knowledge, and careful observation. And every coin has a story to tell, so next time you pick up a quarter, take a moment to examine it. Check the mint mark, study the details, and you might just find a hidden treasure in your change. If you enjoyed learning about the 1998 p Washington quarter and want more coin stories and hidden values revealed, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discussion. Coin collectors, keep searching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.